What's good, y'all? PvbloGrey. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe. But let's jump right into it. So basically, I woke up this morning and seen this shit going all over Instagram. And basically, I ain't really get a chance to look at any clips or nothing, but just been paying attention to the captions. And basically, from what I took from it is that these French doctors, um, in an interview, I believe, or on the news while having a conversation between two doctors that are from France, were speaking on trying and experimenting on a vaccine that would take place in Africa, which happens right now to be the least most affected area for COVID-19 at the moment. So, yeah, let's jump right into this bitch. Hold up, let me say right now, man. Like, you see how this video set up right now, and y'all gotta forgive me because I just found I went and looked for the first clip I seen on YouTube, trying to give you a genuine reaction. Right now, I'm looking at it. This video is a minute and 43. Already, this a red flag, and the only reason I'm saying that is because this is what a lot of news channels and broadcast networks and even through the social media they do this and do short clips and not give you the full piece and the full excerpt on what was said. So you only taking things out of context purposely made for people to take things out of context. But I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. Let's get back into it.
Faire cette étude en Afrique où il n'y a pas de masque, pas de traitement, pas de réanimation, un peu comme c'est fait d'ailleurs pour certaines études dans le sida, où chez les prostituées on essaye des choses parce qu'on sait qu'elles sont hautement exposées et elles se protègent pas. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
Alors vous avez raison, et d'ailleurs on est en train de réfléchir en
Listen. Ain't nobody else gonna say it. What the point I don't understand is this. Just based on what this man just said right now. Why when it comes to this shit, right? When it comes to this experimental, because they got to test this shit somewhere, right? Whether it's in a lab or in realistic studies, right? Why is it that they test people that look like me? I've never heard nobody saying, yeah, we gonna test some shit in France. We gonna test some shit in Belgium. Or we gonna test this vaccine in Germany. Or we gonna test this shit in China. We gonna test this shit in Mongolia or Russia. You never hear that shit. Never hear that shit. Let's get back into it.
Parallèle à une étude en Afrique justement pour faire ce même type d'approche avec le BCG, un placebo. Je pense qu'il y a un appel d'offres qui est sorti, il va sortir, et je pense qu'on va en effet sérieusement réfléchir à ça aussi. Ça n'empêche pas qu'en parallèle on puisse réfléchir à une étude aussi en Europe et en Australie.
I don't really give a fuck what they got to say. So, I mean, from this excerpt, I can't really say much. Comments is definitely, I guess, fucked up. Seeing that it's Africa want to be one of the first choices to be tested for whatever reason. Honestly, I believe because they think my people over there stupid, or just in a situation where they so fucked up that they willing to try anything if they think it's gonna get them in a better situation. But let's try to dive a little deeper in this. Let's see what else these YouTube got to offer.
Hi, welcome to African Insider. In case you missed it, the whole continent of Africa is going bonkers. The topic everyone on the continent is discussing right now is what two top French doctors.
All right, let's take a sec. Let's read this. France is a disgrace to humanity. Whatever happened to doing science the right way? Oh, I just remembered. That never happened. You can stomach the fact that not enough Africans are dying from the virus, so you want to do it forcefully. Shame on you. Hey, what I just say?
Said on live TV, irate social media users have slammed two French doctors, Jean-Paul Mira and Camille Roche, for saying that treatment for the novel coronavirus should first be tested in Africa. The medical experts said this, citing the use of prostitution.
Right there. That's the part I didn't really. Shit, hold up, my bad. I might have had that too loud. That's the part I didn't get yet. I didn't know if they saying the coronavirus, the vaccine, should be tested there first. I didn't hear them say that, but if that's what is being said, that's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. They ain't saying test that shit nowhere else. Niggas ain't gonna do that over here. They ain't gonna say, yeah, let's go test this shit in America. I'll be damned. But they gonna do it to niggas who they think is in a worse off position than them, right?
Institutes in Africa to carry out test vaccines for the HIV/AIDS as an example. In the segment broadcast on the French TV LCI, Jean-Paul Mira and Camille Roche raised the idea of testing new vaccines on impoverished African populations. Mira is the head of
Like I just said, testing in on impoverished, aka poor, aka third world. They tested on them niggas first. Reason being, cause somebody that's a superpower that's industrialized like the U.S. wouldn't go for shit like that. And you could say that's my opinion, but I believe that's straight facts. I'd be damned if niggas say, yo, we about to test America. You really think our government going for that? As much as you think they is against us, they gotta test them niggas too.
intensive care department at a top hospital in Paris, while Roche is research director at the French National Institute of Health and Medical Research. If I can be provocative, said Mira, shouldn't we do this study in Africa, where there are no masks, no treatment, no intensive care, a bit like we did in some studies?
See, I didn't even know that. Africa out there with no mask. These niggas is out there with no mask. And still the least infected country. And that's why they want to go test that on niggas. They really want to know why niggas ain't really getting infected out there. My opinion, it might just because I don't believe there's a lot of travel going through and out of Africa. But could be niggas got a gene that's keeping niggas from getting infected like that.
On AIDS, Roche agreed, saying, "You are right. We are actually thinking of a parallel study in Africa to use with the same kind of approach with BCG, referring to vaccination against tuberculosis. We will, in fact, think seriously about it." At the time of doing this video, the total combined case for the whole continent of Africa is less than the total for France, and two top-ranking doctors in the French government have the audacity of suggesting that they start testing the coronavirus vaccine in Africa because apparently they think we are at a risk and not them. And this should be a wake-up call to...
See, my people, y'all gonna have to do your research. French been in Africa for years. Colonized out there already. They've been doing this for a while now. Y'all might think I'm on some bullshit. I'm spitting some conspiracy. I'm just saying, go search this shit up. That's what Google for. French been in Africa for a while, bro, along with all these other European countries, colonizing this shit throughout the 1500s, 1600s, 1800s, all types of shit. This shit is not new to them. This is why niggas felt so comfortable saying this on their national news. Just think about that. These people in such a a pristine position to even be broadcast on news felt comfortable enough saying this. Just think about it. See where they thinking about doing this testing. I can guarantee you it's either a French colony or a previous French colony. Look it up.
To African governments and African leaders, we should, going forward, resist and reject accepting any free medical help from these countries.
Forcing niggas to take that shit.
All NGOs involved in giving.
I really hope that's helping the babies, man.
Medical help to our poor people, our vulnerable populations, because it has turned out while our people think they are being cured from malaria or common cold, they are actually lab mice being injected with vaccines, viral vaccines. We have always suspected, but now we have the evidence, and it turns out.
Listen, little do y'all know, it was just an article released. It was within the last couple of days, if not the last week, saying that the masks, these medical masks that only being sent out to government officials all over the world, have been contaminated with this shit. Have been contaminated with this COVID-19. That's all I'm saying. And they about to bring that shit to Africa. That's all I'm saying. Go look the shit up.
It is a collective thought by these white supremacists, because just this week, Bill Gates said on the Daily Show hosted by Trevor Noah that he was in the process of investing billions in getting a vaccine for coronavirus, and that he was going to test it in Africa, guys. Why do they always see us as guinea pigs? Lab mice. Africans are slaves. Lab mice, guinea pigs.
Man, y'all better understand this nigga Bill Gates evil, man. This man owns a foundation where they or if I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I'm almost certain his organization is almost like the world superpower when it comes to disease and vaccinations. They're the ones who send those vaccinations out in Africa to vaccinate the kids of different things such as malaria, HIV, SARS or whatever the fuck it is, all types of shit. They're also the one who do all the research. They're also the ones who test and create viruses. They're also the ones who put patents on these viruses. So these niggas own the virus and they own the vaccine. Bill Gates and his organization, which is why he just stepped down from Apple, or was it Microsoft, whatever the fucking organization he owned. He stepped down. Seeking indictment on him. Just revealed that. That's a different story. Back at it.
Why? I think it's about time as African we stopped this. Kindly right.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Italy, 11,000. China, 3,000. Place where it started. 7. Means Spain, 7,000. US, almost 3,000. Africa, only 23. For what reason would you want to test it in Africa? When it looked like Italy and Spain need that shit the most. That's all I'm saying. It shit just don't look right. It low-key look like you see niggas in Africa as lab rats or tools in this game to help your people out or help the world out, right? Let's go.
Write your comment and your thoughts about this topic. I know this is a very emotional topic, but resist using emotional words in the comments.
Cool. Well, my thoughts on that for real. I don't think y'all realize, but niggas or the people with skin like this that reside in the area that originate from an area such as Africa are always, and I'm not gonna say always, but the majority of time throughout history have been treated as less than human. So it does not surprise me that people from France or these men from France would say such a thing or would even have the thought to do so. It was said so comfortably as if it was no problem. Cause to them it probably wasn't. But I mean, niggas just gonna sit back and let it happen. Cause it ain't happening to them, right? That's all I got to say on that shit. Until next video, man. Like, subscribe. Just check in for the next video.